this, or you can get with that. I think you'll get with this, because this is where it's at.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for joining. We are here to do another reaction to Saturday Night Live skit, Close Encounters. Hey, I think I've seen this, but I'm really not sure because I've seen a lot of SNL skits, but I heard Kate McKinnon is in this, and I know it's going to be good as she in it. But anyway, I can't wait to check this out. Phenom 202, what say you?
Phenom 202, DDA representative. Kate McKinnon is one of my favorite SNL people. You know what I'm saying? She always comes with it. Definitely interested in seeing this. This has Ryan Gosling in it. So this is them telling their story how they got abducted by aliens, from what I gathered. So,
I've never seen it. I'm excited to watch it, and I mean, I'm not asking your thoughts about aliens afterwards. I'll save my thoughts for afterwards because I got some questions for y'all, man.
Okay. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm Agent Morris with the NSA, and this is Special Agent Kirkpatrick. Now, we know you've all been through quite an ordeal, so we appreciate you making the trip to Washington on such short notice.
Yes, you three experienced the first verified case of alien abduction, so naturally you are of great interest to the United States government.
It's nuts, man. I mean, we're just small-town buds who saw a UFO in the woods. I mean, now we're hanging out with the government.
Okay. Now, after the blue light pulled you into the spacecraft, what is your next memory?
I came to and saw a beautiful being made of like a beautiful calming light.
Yeah, same here. That being touched my head, I felt every emotion in its purest form. It was amazing, and I cried, sir.
Okay, and you, Miss Rafferty?
Wow. What floor were you guys on? I woke up in a dirty metal dome, and 40 little gray aliens watched me pee in a steel bowl. I took the bowl, walked out.
Interesting. Were these beings also bathed in light?
No. They were gray with big fat eyes, little mouths. They just stared while I peed. I don't think I was dealing with the top brass.
And how did they instruct you to urinate? Was that telepathically?
No. I woke up, I had to pee like a camel. So I started peeing, and one of the gray aliens slapped the wall and pointed at the bowl. So I got the hint, I kind of ducked, walked over the bowl.
Yes, I see. Now, when you all awoke, were you clothed?
I was wrapped in like a robe made out of warm, glowing energy.
Is this term for white
Yeah,
ones?
like a blanket made out of pure love.
Yeah, a little different for me. I had my shirt I came in with, but my pants were gone. So my coot was out. There's full Porky Pig in it and a drafty dome.
Now, did you all stay on the same ship the entire time?
She want to laugh.
Well, you know, my body did, but my consciousness was shown what lies beyond time and space. It was so beautiful. I'm sorry, I'm just crying just thinking about it a little bit.
Do you need a tissue?
What? No, sorry, I'll use my shirt.
The alien showed my mind the furnace of all creation, what we would call God.
What? These fancy cats are seeing God. Meanwhile, I'm starting phase 2, which is me sitting on a stool, while 40 gray aliens take turns gently batting my knockers around. Did y'all get the knocker stuff?
No knocker stuff, sorry.
And did you feel threatened, Miss Rafferty?
No. They were real respectful about it. They were in a line, and then one by one they'd step up, slap a knocker, and then go to the end of the line, wait for another turn. It didn't hurt. It was like, I'm sorry, pardon me, Sharon. It's kind of like that. No harm, no foul.
It hurts. Look, it hurts.
Perhaps they were collecting biological data?
No, that felt super off the books. I swear to God, there was one gray alien by a door just kind of peeking. I think he was the lookout. Look, it wasn't my worst Wednesday night.
And how did the aliens return you all to Earth?
I was carried down gently.
Ryan is struggling.
Crying. I was carried down gently in a cradle of light, placed into a soft bed of wildflowers.
Yeah. The light laid me down like a baby in a meadow near my house. I was smiling and weeping, tears of joy, sir.
All right, well, now this miffs me a little bit. Because my grand exit was out of what was basically like a big airplane toilet, okay? I dropped down 7 feet onto the roof of a Long John Silver's. They threw out my pants separately. They missed the roof. My slacks landed in a frickin' pine tree 30 feet away. So I had to just chill up there with my damn coot and prune shoe hanging out till the place opened up.
Man, you got screwed.
Oh, you think, Todd?
Well, we'd like to take you guys for physical examinations now.
Yeah, all right. They're gonna be any knocker stuff?
Possibly, I'm sorry.
No, don't be. Just be gentle, because they're pretty banged up. Tell me about God. What's God's deal?
Thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe.
Yeah, the show.
That was funny, yo. You know you're good when you have people on the set that can't even keep it together, like multiple people. That's good.
That's the funniest part of the SNL skit show, when you make your other cast members break character.
Break. Yep.
Yeah. She said 2 things that blew me, yo. First, she said my slacks was over here. I was like, your slacks? What the hell? Who calls pants slacks anymore? My slack. And then it dropped on a Long John Silver's, yo. Shout out to Long John Silver's, yo. Like, I haven't been to a Long John Silver's since I was probably in high school.
I got a Long John Silver on my house, yo. I actually had it like a month ago.
Oh, God. Damn,
Really?
yo. No,
I just stopped by and got a piece of fish, yo, and a hush puppy.
Yeah, he said, and a hush puppy.
And a hush puppy.
And one hush puppy. Gotta get a hush puppy, man.
This time a Long John Silver's like, oh, Big Bethel, yo. I'd be like, oh, shit. I used to fuck with that shit, yo. But that's some old school right there, Long John Silver show. That's like,
yeah.
It's just like, I don't even know what. Just the goodness. It's just like you said, the greasy, salty goodness. Yo.
I don't know if it's real fish or not.
Nah, it don't matter. It don't even matter. The fish is false and the shrimp is whatever. Like all that shit tastes the same. You know, you can have a fish sandwich, a shrimp po' boy, a motherfucking. It don't even matter. Whatever they call it, it all don't taste the same because all that
the same grease.
Yeah, that same
grease, fish and shrimp, all in one basket.
You funny, yo. Even the hush puppies taste like the fish. Like, I mean, everything tastes the same. Oh,
yeah,
fruits. Damn, my bad.
No, you good. You back. No, you back. But yeah, it all just the same. That brown ass grease. That grease look like motherfucking like y'all shirts.
Yeah.
That grease be bad and shit. They're just gonna put it in. It's Long John Silver. So we're working it.
Yeah.
To the end of the day. We'll rock this shit to the end of shift.
Yeah, the fish, the hush puppies, the po' boys, everything going.
Chicken, they sell chicken.
Yo, I
yeah,
know.
they do sell chicken.
Yeah, it tastes like fish.
Yeah,
tastes like fish.
Oh man, I have been to a Long John Silver in years, man. I didn't even know they even had them anymore.
I didn't either, yeah.
Like Captain D's.
Yeah, I thought they went out of business. Yeah, Captain D's. Oh, Captain D's. Yo, Captain D's, you pay like $8, or you get your ass a whole platter. You get like some shrimp, some not clams, like some clam strips, like clam strips, like motherfucking whiting, whatever. You get your
whiting,
you get whiting, some clam strips, some shrimp, and everything for $8. Like, Captain D's, yo. Shout out to Captain D's.
Yeah, shout out to Captain D's, man.
So it might be one. But yeah, shorty shoot me out, yo. Honestly though, but this is why I was uncomfortable. Any one of y'all can jump in, yo. Do you believe in aliens?
I think we're aliens.
Yeah, I do believe in aliens. I think it's hard. The universe is so vast. I can just not believe that we are the only ones in this vast universe. We are a small speck of dust in this universe. So there are aliens, but we don't think we're aliens. I never thought about that, Phenom. Like, to them, we're aliens, So I think, there are aliens. Now, do I think aliens have actually came to this planet? I don't know. I don't know.
People that came to the planet, yo. Actually.
Oh shit! Well, we're about to have a whole new discussion because I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I mean, so I had a conversation and we talked about consciousness, like streams of consciousness. Nobody knows where consciousness comes from. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Like, so if you don't know where it comes from, like, it's kind of hard to say that we're not aliens. It's not kind of because we don't have, like, you got to think about technology. You got to think about how we move around. People talk about evolution, like we came from the ocean, turned into a mouse, then we evolved into what we are today. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't subscribe to that all the way. But the other people do the religious part. Came from, like, God created us out of, like, dust and dirt and Adam's rib, all that stuff. It's all. I don't know.
I mean, I'm not even gonna be mad at that. It's good. I mean, that's actually a good discussion because back at ODU, my philosophy teacher, one of the dudes used to be in Noomball, in Noomball. I can't think of his name, but he used to. He was my first philosophy teacher, and he said that as far as like believing in God and stuff, he was like, because with, like, even if you break it down to like the atoms and this and that, it's always like the protons and protons, neurons moving around the circle. I don't even know what it is. The protons go around
the nucleus,
the nucleus,
and the neurons. The protons and neurons go around the nucleus.
His whole thing, he was like, I ain't to say this is God or not, but he was like, who set it all in motion? Like, somebody had to, the plickum in motion. Now I was always like, you right. Like, whether you believe in gods or not, like, something, when you get down to the most basic, like, break it down, atoms, whatever, it's always motion. So something had to set it in motion. Yeah. But I mean, the aliens, I never even thought of humans being aliens, like, you about to have me on a whole nother trip, man.
Yeah. It's a theory, man.
People are about to be like, are you crazy as a bitch? So
am I really crazy? Or am I just like, I just don't know. And that's the thing. We never know shit. Like, we can go back and
I just say, take your hoodie off. He got a whole
like the Man in Black. He got like 3 people inside of him, keeping them together. Unzip his skin. Unzip his skin.
If you think about it, you can argue.
Take that hoodie off. Take that hoodie off.
You argue with people.
Now you about to make me prove. He had to prove to me.
That was my next statement. People, they can't prove nothing to me. I can't prove nothing to them. So it's all speculative all the way around. Like, people say, God created everything. How do you know that? They say, I just know. God believe. You know what I'm saying? You got scientists comes like, we came from this. How do y'all know we came from this? Evolution. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I don't really think too much about it, because that shit makes me crazy. Like, right now, I'm like, hey, I'm looking at my friends on a computer, and now they're in the same room with me. Who thought of this shit? Somebody had to think about this shit, So that's why I think about aliens.
Well, let me back up on you for a little bit. You said that humans are aliens. What do you mean when you say humans are aliens? You mean that humans are aliens as far as, like, we are foreign bodies that, like,
like, came to the planet?
You think like that kind of alien, or you think we're aliens that other people see us as aliens the way we look at them as aliens? Like nobody looks at their own species as an alien, but everybody else is an alien.
Yeah, like maybe like the ants, they're looking up, they're like, yo, these aliens are like
big ass aliens
around. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean?
They stomping on our shit.
I said, I don't know. I look at it, maybe how do we not get dropped off on this planet? Like, you know what I'm saying, and evolve from this planet. Or I don't know. And nobody knows. That's the fucking crazy part about it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a big science person, and I used to kind of go back and forth on evolution and the Big Bang Theory, the Bible, creation, like God created the earth in 6 days. But what I started to do was the human mind uses science to kind of try to explain everything, which is fine. But when you look at the way evolution works as far as explaining it is very similar to the way the Bible explains the 7 days or 6 days. There just is no time in the Bible. But we in science always got to put time on everything. But God doesn't relate in time because to him, time is nothing. For a day to God is probably 1,000 years or 100,000 years. Yeah. So when it says God started the day in light and darkness, one day to God could have been 100 million years.
Yeah.
So when you break down the days of, then it goes from light to dark, and then from dark the planets, and then from the planets the ocean, then from the ocean the land, then from land the animals. It all is the same way evolution was. If you look at the Big Bang Theory, it all flows in the same direction, except the Big Bang Theory does everything by time, where the Bible just says days. So I've always thought that they're both the same, but they're talking about two things. They're talking about the same thing two different ways. That's how I've always thought about it. Because humans have always been the last thing on Earth, which is exactly the way evolution does it.
Man, Corey, God damn, bro, you got me like, you make perfect sense. Nah, honestly, but I feel you on that. That's why I like whether I know my wife she'll hate me because I really don't know. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I do think that there is, whether you Christian, Muslim, this and that, I do think there's a higher being because something had to set it all in motion.
Somebody got to flip the switch.
You could be like, it's the Big Bang Theory, but guess what? The Big Bang Theory, something still had to create the mass. Like something had to set it all in motion. Like it just ain't, the shit just ain't just appear out of nothing. Like, you know what I mean? Like something came from something. Like, I mean, that'd be like energy can't be like something came. It came from something. So I always feel like, it's always something that's a start.
That's correct. Energy is never.
You can't
in
create
science.
It.
You can't create energy, and energy never loses. It just transfers.
Like you just redirect it or whatever.
It
just
something had to kick it off. Yeah, you're right.
Something had to kick it off. So I definitely believe in like a higher power, and I mean, I might catch some hate. Like, I mean, and I grew up Christian. You know what I mean? I definitely believe in all that. But I just think it's like how you said. But I do believe the Bible is more stories than to be taken word for word, fact for fact.
Yeah.
So I can believe like God, and I definitely like Jesus is the most like I don't know what the word is, criticized, like the most looked at, but like there was a Jesus that walked the earth. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's the most like analyzed motherfucker, like one of the so there was everybody, even the most the atheists, like that's like historical, whatever, they believe there's somebody named Jesus that walked the earth. You know what I mean? So I believe in all of that. And I just think we just don't understand just because we just don't warp our brain around something we think we can understand. Like, all right,
absolutely.
But this is it because of this, because we can't think outside of whatever I don't even know if I'm making sense right now. But
you are making sense. There's a box that our brain can work in, but if something is outside of that box, we're like, it doesn't fit. It's I can't explain that, so it just doesn't work.
So you kind of like, and if you can't explain it, sometimes you just kind of make up a story to explain it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I believe in science. I believe in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in it. I believe in it all. Like as crazy as it is, I just believe in it all. It all has bits and facts and truths in it. You know what I mean? And like when you said that, like with the days, that's exactly what in my brain. That's what it is. Like, yo, okay, like we read it as one day, but like to God, a day is what? Like whatever. Like you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So like we wrap our brain, we try to wrap our brains and something. So we do like this day, a day. Like it's not all days,
and it's
like,
not
you know what I mean?
24 hours is what we think a day is. A day in God, 24 hours is probably 1 second to him, but it's 24 hours to us. A full day for God, man, could be 100,000 years. You know,
so I mean, I'm with it, yo. But as far as aliens, I do believe there's probably aliens because I'm with you, Corey. As far as the universe, I mean,
it's too vast.
This is the only galaxy we know, yo. They got wormholes and this and that. Like it's like to think that we the only people ever is so narcissistic is like ridiculous, yo. Like when you know, like when you look in the skies, you see work, like you know what I mean. It's so many other galaxies, so many of this, so many of that. Just to think you the only one. It's like, you really thinking you God. Like, no, we ain't God.
I was an astronomy major in college, but I switched my major only because I didn't want to stargaze for it. That was one of the main reasons. There was no money in it. I'm very sociable, and I didn't want to sit by myself up in the mountain stargazing for the rest of my life. But I was really fascinated with astronomy and the stars. So the universe is just way too vast. It's too big to imagine that we are the only ones there. So yeah, I'm with you. And that's actually how I came to the whole situation with science, evolution, and the Bible. Like I wasn't trying to say one is right or wrong. I was like, I think they're both telling the same story two different ways. Because one is the human mind trying to explain how we got here. And the other one is just written as a story of saying one day light, one day dark, then one day the earth, the masses. Then you go from the masses to the oceans being, created. Then you go from the oceans to the land. Then from the oceans, you get the sea creatures. Then the sea creatures then God creates land creatures. It's all the steps of evolution.
Yeah.
And then after you have the land creatures, then God created man and he rested on the seventh day. If you look at the steps of evolution, they go exactly the same way. The way they talk about it, you have the earth, then the ocean, then the land, then the sea creatures make their way to being land creatures. And then eventually the land creatures, which the evolution changed, we come from monkeys. Man is land.
No. But see, this I will say, I don't think we come from monkeys though.
I mean, I'm just saying what they say.
But no, they have a break. Like I'm not deep into it, so I can't say. Like
that makes sense.
It's a time where like
there's a gap there.
I forgot the word. I mean, but like before monkeys, like the people broke one way, and monkeys broke one way.
That is correct.
Like we came from monkeys. Yeah, we didn't come from monkeys. We came from.
You are absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct.
You know what I'm talking about? Like
yes.
Before.
Oh God, I cannot.
Like hominoid, something like
humanoids. I don't know, but either way, it's like like it's like
hominids.
Yeah. And before people jump on us, I will say this, yo. Like me and Corey used to go to a men's joint, like outside the church, because all y'all motherfuckers be like, like me and Corey used to go to church on Wednesday nights.
Yeah,
like,
we did.
Iron sharper irons. Like me and Corey used to be, and I'm still like, and I still have some of those beliefs, yo. That's what I'm saying. I don't think like Christianity is like some old like devil's whatever. I mean, everybody just has their own take on it. Really, that's what it always comes down to. Is just like your own take on it. And regardless of what you believe, like I said, I definitely believe in a higher power, and I believe some stuff happened. I believe there was a Jesus that walked on the earth.
Mm-hmm.
I believe like certain things I believe, you know what I mean? So I'm not gonna never take away religion is just such a funny thing just because the way people use religion to control people, and it's so hard to be like, yo, I'm a Christian, but then you see how certain people use Christianity for some certain shit. But you could say saying like I'm a Muslim, but you see how certain people use like Islam for some shit. You know what I mean? People just fuck shit up. Honestly, people just fuck shit up. That's what it comes out to. At the end of the day, people just fuck it all up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're not perfect. We're flawed. Yeah, and
we're definitely flawed.
Yeah.
So,
and I, and like Ollie's saying, don't come arrows for us, because we do, at least me personally, and like Ollie said, I believe in God, I believe in Jesus, I believe, I'm a Christian. I just have a scientific mind, but I don't try to say one is wrong or right. I believe we all have different perspectives of facts, like little bits of facts of what's going on, and we shouldn't say one is right or wrong. But yeah, it's just one of those things. Like the humans kind of flaw the religion, so to speak. And
I mean that's the whole problem, It's just like people just fuck shit up,
Yeah.
So it's people just fuck shit up. And like you said, we definitely have our own beliefs, whether you're out there. Everybody has their own set of beliefs or what have you. I will say this though, like, it's not your belief. This is a true statement, at least to me. It's not your belief if you never questioned your belief. And I mean that as far as like if you just like somebody told you boom, 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 and you just like that's what it is, and you never questioned it, then that's not your belief. You just got spoon fed that belief. Like when you can question your belief, like how I be questioning my belief, and I still come around to like, I believe there's a God, I believe there's that. Like that means that I really believe it. You know what I mean? So I will say if you never ever question your belief, then that's not your belief. That's just something you got spoon fed and you just reciting back or whatever. You know what I mean?
It's a good
so
way.
Always, the way to to me, like the way to get more into your faith is to question your faith, because then you'll be like, then you find like counterpoints to your questions. You counterpoint questions. You're like, all right, well, I can dig in. You know what I mean? So definitely always. Not so much question your face, but just always just have questions, just in general. Just in life, just have questions. You gotta be open. You gotta be open. That's what you just gotta be open for no more information.
I agree. Phenom, you awfully quiet. What's your?
My bad.
Hey, I'm just listening, Like my thing is this, show. Like we don't know nothing. We think we know, we don't. That's what it boils down to. Like I said, science, religion, whatever this stuff. I looked it up. Like they said, the universe is at least 93.4 billion light years in size. But it could be, it can go on for infinity. We don't know. So that shit makes my brain hurt, thinking about where we come from. You know what I'm saying? Like, having other people out there, like, oh man, it'll drive you crazy,
Yeah.
You really think about it, instead of just existing in what it is, like our own matrix. Are we in the matrix? Are we hooked up to a machine?
That's the next question.
Yeah, I know, man.
Take the blue pill or the red pill?
Honestly, sometimes I feel like the matrix might be real.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, if it's not real, it might be real sooner than we want to believe. With this AI.
Oh God, yeah.
So, honestly,
what is it gonna be like? What was that? Johnny Mnemonic? Was that?
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, honestly, soon. I mean, not even soon. The machines are going to be smarter than us. And
that's the whole thing about the Matrix.
Yeah, like, once the machines get smarter than us, it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
Like right now,
it's an amazing concept.
Yeah, we still got our chess champs beating the IBMs, But one day when they can't beat the IBMs, that's when you'll be worried.
Facts.
You know, they always be going against the idea, be like, such and such beat the supercomputer. Like, once my man Eliciting can't beat the motherfucking supercomputer, we got a problem. That's something like, you pause all that shit. All y'all, look, the Russian can't beat the motherfucking computer in chess. We need to pause this shit. Hit the space bar. Pause shit. We need to reevaluate. But ain't nobody gonna reevaluate.
I think we good. If a computer beats a human in a Rubik's Cube tournament, then I'll be like, oh shit, we in trouble. But until then, I think we good. Because I don't think a computer, I don't think a computer could probably do it that fast. Because there's some humans out there doing that shit in like 6 seconds.
Oh no,
they got what I did with it. It was cute solved in a minute. I mean, 1 second or something like
that. They look at it and they do. I'm like, yeah, goddamn. But yeah.
Damn.
But either way, though, once it beats us to some shit, that's when we need to hit the pause. We don't hit the pause, though. That's a big downfall of us all.
Well, this was one hell of a discussion, man. You started, man, when you said Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Are there some aliens out there? And next thing you know, we start talking about aliens and religions and space and cosmic dust and all kinds of stuff,
Yeah.
So, but one hell of a conversation. Please, if you guys have made this for, don't kill us in the comments. Look, we're humans. We're just expressing our thoughts about things, about life. That's really all we're expressing, because life is wonderful and we're enjoying the moment. And that's what we're doing here, man. Just enjoying the moment, enjoying it with you. And if you made it this far, then you must really like us. So go ahead and hit the like button
for sure.
And subscribe to the channel. This has been great. This has been fun.
It's the kind of talks we have on Wednesday nights. Come check us out.
That's true. That's true.
Wednesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
There you go. Plug. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Corey Roy, Phenom 202. We'll be back with another reaction. Peace.
You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. I think you'll get with this, because this is where it's at.